Hello everyone, this is Crossfire Kitty, and today I'm going to be playing the game 35mm, and we will be going for the good ending. So we're going to be getting all the karma points and all that. And also I'm going to get all the trophies that do not involve endings other than the ending, which is labeled continue to live, I believe. So I have a note card for all the items you can pick up and also different trophies. I also have maps that I have made myself. So we're going to do this. We already finished one playthrough, which was for the video where you got the bad ending. I got no trophies other than the bad ending. And we're going to start at the beginning and we'll get everything. And we start here at the beginning. Basically, the guy tells us to look around in the house if we want to. Since we played this before, I guess they skipped past that, which actually is good because maybe you'll save a little time. And here we'll find some food and some batteries. And he's like, haha, there is something in here. And I'll probably read some of the dialogue, but what we want to do is go forward. This guy is super slow, unfortunately, but there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, they're actually not doing the cutscene. Oh, okay. So I guess if you've already played it before, they don't do the cutscenes. That's good to know. So in that case, I'm going to go over here to the right. I've never actually continued from the chapter select before. So that would probably help quite a lot. So we're going to come over here and there's a house over here. And we're going to get a few things from here. Yeah, I never know you could do that. So he says, I hope no one is home. Looks unfriendly. So inside of here, we're going to get that, which is some karma stuff. We're going to get that and the compass, which if you look at your map, it says it seems the compass is broken or not. And oh, you know what? I never noticed that cabinet was there. I never knew that cabinet was there. Huh, that's funny. All right, so we read, oh, we didn't read that note, did we? Oh, I looked at it, but I didn't read it. But it's basically about a family who was on the road. They stopped at the house and then they ran away when they heard gunshots. So we'll go back to the main road. And then we're going to get another karma thing in a moment. But once you get to the main road, you'll see the wagon that has the logs in it. So that's the right way to go. Also, you do have a stamina, so once in a while slow down so you don't get winded too much. So what I do to get to the next karma point is I go on the right side. And I don't know if the items will be in the same place as they were when I originally played it, seeing as I didn't restart a whole new game, but we'll see. We're just going to follow this path along. And then right here, he's going to say something about exploring. I think I can look around. My teammate will catch up with me. And we're going to go on the left side this time. And we're going to catch our breath because he doesn't have very much stamina. And just follow the path along. And you'll know you're going well because you have this bumpy path right here. Just kind of go over the bumpy path. And keep going forward past that tree branch. We're going to go to the next tree branch. And make sure you don't get too tired. So what we're going to do is there's a tree branch right here. You see that tree branch there? And there's mushrooms, and there's mushrooms by it. So we're going to basically go from tree branch to mushrooms to tree branches. So there's that. We're going to go forward. There's a tree branch. There's mushrooms, tree branch. And you can see there's a tree branch over there. There's might be more mushrooms, but there they are, mushrooms, tree branch. And then in front of us is the next karma thing. So we're going to go and look at this. Right, so we got that. And then I'm going to do is basically go towards the road from here. Don't go too quickly because that guy is still going and they won't let you go on until he catches up to you. So you might as well go slow here. at least for a moment. What I'm looking for is a pipe coming out of the side of the hill, which may have food in it. It's random. We'll see when we get up there. I'm looking around for it. Oh, here it is, right here. So there might be food in it. No, there is not. Sometimes there is. I don't know. For some reason, it's just random. So there's no food there. We'll just go on to the road. So what I'm going to do is to get a trophy is we're going to go back the way we came. And we go back far enough, we'll hear some trumpets sounding, and it'll give us a trophy called Angels Trumpeting, I think. There you go. And then you can just turn around and go back. Up. To the road. And I don't know if it really matters, but in my playthrough, oh, actually, no, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm thinking of the in-between playthrough. There's one for a medium ending. We're going for the good ending. So I'm going to get the water, which is basically food in this game. So you have 4 foods, and you get this. Now we have 5 foods. And look at this beautiful picture of the ocean or lake or whatever. And now we're going to go forward. And so you might as well not rush it because that guy is super slow. Alright, so we're going to continue on. Maybe this is considered the next chapter. You were a photojournalist? No, it's just a hobby. Because you can do a chapter select. Maybe this is how they, or a section select, so maybe this is one of them. Someone once said that the camera is a small time machine. It allows you to plunge into the past, to remember and to feel the emotions that accompanied us during the period of life. Although sometimes it's extremely painful, but it's good that there is such a possibility. And I'm going to do is come down here and probably speed up until he gets down here with us, because he's going to come down here, look at the ground, get on the tractor, and then the dog will show up. So I'll probably speed that up. Now we have to run away, and we'll run to the barn, and when we get there we'll just mash the X button, at least on the PlayStation. And as far as I can tell, you never run out of breath while you're running away from the bear, so maybe that's why they make you wait, just to make sure that you are not out of breath or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll have a little like cutscene when we get here, and then we'll push the X button when it prompts us. A bunch of times. There you go. You could have done that before. Thanks. So now we are in the hospital. You have to always, when you see the prompt, push it a bunch of times for it to work. When there's interactable things, whenever you can interact with things, there's no prompt, it just kind of flashes. So we're gonna go down the hallway to the right, and we're going to go into the, I've never looked at that car. Oh, you can't get anything, it's a dream. So in this room, not this one, the one with the light above it, is a radio. We're going to turn that on for a trophy. And that tells us about what happened. There's a disease. It tells about all that stuff. As far as I know, there's nothing in these drawers. Just making sure, because I never looked in these drawers. I don't think so. Okay, those are the ones I didn't look in. But across the hallway, we do want to go over there because there is some items there. In this drawer, there's a photo. I don't know if this one actually counts because it doesn't flash or anything, but I always look at it anyway. Oh, it's on the bottom drawer. So there's a picture of a guy and a girl hanging out together, I guess. And then the next door down, there's also 2 notes. Or 2 items. So in this one, there's one on the desk, which is like a report. It talks about people who got sick, but then they got better, and then they were immune from the sickness. And then over here on the floor is a note. Apparently this guy was not immune. And he says he can't take it anymore, so... And it's possible that I missed some of the notes and things, but there's no trophy for getting all the notes. There's just a trophy for getting enough for you to have good karma, so I will get those. He says, maybe you'll finally tell me, why do we keep going in that direction? I kept my word, the rest doesn't matter. Okay, it's your choice. And he also tells us about the sickness. When people started dying and no one could have thought everything would end this way. No one was ready for it. The Earth's population had decreased, and you'd think there would be more space, the air would be cleaner, but no. Humans turned out to be so wild and unadapted that they began to gnaw on themselves. Panic, looting, conflicts. Nobody was able to take on this burden and keep control of this situation, and that's why everything collapsed. In my city, on the very first day, people began to break into stores, steal valuables, medicines, food. They were stealing cars, puncturing tires, just so they could get to the hospital first. But no one knew that medicine was already powerless. Okay, we need to sort things out here. It would be good to bring water from the well to kill our thirst. So we're going to go get a bucket. And there's a couple places that it can be, so I'll just go by each of them just in case. Well, I might have to. This game randomly places certain items that you need for quests. But they're always within certain areas, so they just move them around between those areas. I don't really understand why they felt the need to do this. Maybe they thought it'd be somehow more exciting if you had to, you know, go to the various areas, but we'll see. The bucket is here, so we don't have to worry about it. But I will go by and show where they also could be in case it's not here. And there's some food. That's good. The food and things are often random as well, but there are certain things that are often usually there, such as these batteries. If I can get them. Oh, I can't find my spot. I have a spot on my actual TV screen, so that's why I have some problems. The food's not always there, but the batteries usually are. So we're going to go back to the front of the barn. And then we're going to go down to the next house, which will have a lighter, which we'll need for a trophy. And also maybe a health kit. Oh, sometimes there's a health kit there. Sometimes there isn't. That's one of the random ones, annoyingly. Make sure I didn't go too far. Yeah, that one does. You can't get into that one. So this house will have a lighter and maybe a med kit. We'll see. In here. You can turn on the radio if you want some music. Nope, no health kit. Sometimes there's a health kit right here. We do want the lighter. Oh, and there, see, there's a bucket here. So sometimes you can't pick it up because you already got the bucket, but that's a possible location. For some reason, it will spawn in more than one location, but sometimes it will only spawn in one. So it's just very strange. Just making sure there's no other random items I might want. Thought I turned you on. I guess it's not very loud. But I don't think there's anything else in here. I'm just making sure. I say it's so random that you have to kind of look around sometimes. But now we're going back to the main road. Right, I always get turned around. So now we got that. We'll go on to the next place. And the last place the bucket could be will be in that brick house. I'm just going to come in here and get, hopefully, some health and batteries, but we'll see. Because sometimes in here, there's usually batteries. Sometimes there's health here. I guess there is. So that's, not health, food, which is health basically in this game. We got those. I'm trying not to make this take too long, basically. So in this little brick building, there is a photo. And sometimes there's a bucket here if you can't find it in other places. In fact, the game will even tell you there could be a bucket there. And here is a picture. I guess they were doing construction. And let me see, can I open that? No. So now we're going to go over to the church and get a trophy for lighting the candles in the church. And this is good karma. Well, I don't even know there's technically bad karma. I mean, there are some that seem like they'd be bad, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure if they actually consider it bad. But there you go. Faith in God will help us. And now we're going to take the bucket to the well, which I always get turned around. There's the well over there. Real quick, I'll grab some batteries from this house. There's always batteries in this house. I don't know why the lights are on. Seems like somebody might be in here. They blacked it out. But there's no one in here, of course. So in here, we'll find these batteries are always here. Some things are always there, and then other things are random, so... Right, so let me go back towards the main road. And we'll get the well water. So all you have to do is open the well thing and then touch this and hold it down. Then do it again. And as far as I know, I got everything. in this area. Okay. And then we'll take the water back to our friend. Oh, the cat's up here. I was wondering what was the noise I was hearing. My mom's cat is up here. I'm gonna go let him out in a second while the cutscene happens. Well, I'm not sure if there'll be a cutscene, but there's gonna be a little break, so I'll do it then. Put that there, and then sit down. Cheers. Have a little drink to cheer. All right, well, let's have a good trip, Petrovich. That's our character's name. Okay, so now we can move on to the next part of town. Which means we'll go past the archway. You couldn't go past the archway until then. Until you got the water back. And we're going to have to find another item, which is going to be in 2 possible locations. So first we'll go to the second house, past the archway. And our friend will actually tell us about it if we don't know. They'll like kind of walk up to the house and say we should investigate it and that they must have not been here not too long ago because there's a fire or something. Even though that's actually, I'm not sure where the fire is, but there's the fire. I'm not even sure where the fire is coming from actually. Oh, from this fire. I was like, where is the fire coming from? Yeah. So we're going to go to the back of the house and get the axe. And then we're going to push this door out of the way. Or cabinet. It's not a door. We're going to move out of the way of the cabinet. Okay. But to make it a not bad act that we're going to do, I'll read this letter. It says, Grandmother Lisa is getting worse every day. We were thinking a lot how to erase her pain, but couldn't do it. Just lacked the courage. We boarded up the windows, barricaded the door, and left her there. If you're reading this, be careful. So, yep. And just looking at my notes. So we're going to go in here. Sometimes there's items in here, but not always. Sometimes there's like health in here, but we're going to take our axe and get a trophy for sadly taking out Grandma Lisa. Sorry, Grandma Lisa. But since we read the note, we saw that she needed that. So there's our trophy. And hopefully she'll be in peace now. Now, since we have the axe, we actually need to use it. Next door. That's where we just went. It's the house that is from where we came from. So, yeah, that was in the back. So here's the main road. It always starts raining then. So we want to actually go to the house that's right by it. And use this axe to break down the door. It may or may not have the gasoline in it, but we'll see. Sometimes has food, though, and other things. Okay, go forward. So we can at least see if there's food. There's some lighter, batteries. Here's some food. That's good. And it is in the barrel, so we can get that. But I'll still show where the other one could be, because I can get supplies there. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to go back and do one thing. Not too far back. This house across the street, right by the beginning. I want to go there and play the piano. Be careful, there is a bomb in this place. Unfortunately. So go in there. The piano gives us good vibes. So there is a explosives right there. You can see like the little wire. What I'm going to do is just run and jump over it. And then I'm going to play the piano and get some good vibes. No, you can't hear anything. All right. There we go. Got some good vibes. Unfortunately, the rain is super loud. Let me see if I can do something about that. No, there's one sound, so you either have the, rain or you have the, can't distinguish them, sadly. So there we go. Just be careful you don't, blow yourself up. You can run through it sometimes, but you'll sometimes still get hurt. So, all right, now we got out of there. The next building over may have some health or something. I just have to get myself turned around. Right, so there is the building we just went into. This is the main road. I'm going to go down there. There is the one that had the axe in it or whatever. So this one, I'm going to go and see if there's any... Well, there's a photo in there, for one thing. Or there's a note, I mean. And that will be back here. So back here is a note. It says, since the beginning of the events, my life changed dramatically. I was lucky that the disease did not affect me, but there are still a bunch of problems living here. Oh, period. Living here is definitely easier than in the city. You could turn on the light if you want to. And then sometimes there is some food, but not in this case. So that's why I wish things were not so random in this game, but it is what it is. So I'll go out of there. And then the next one down is the place that would have had the gasoline if you could not get it from the other place. It would be in here. And if it wasn't another place, it would be on the floor there. However, there is food, so I'll get that. And I think that's everything. And then I'm going to go across the street to get a note, or a newspaper, I think. So we're going to go right across the street to this house. And say the one over there was the axe house. And he's finally leaving the place. So over here on the right side will be the newspaper article telling about the sickness. And we get some karma from that, I guess. Sometimes there is, there is one. Health kit, sometimes. Now we can leave the town. That should be everything in the town, at least that I know of. Yeah, sometimes there's 2 foods in that, or 2 jars. Sometimes it'll say 1. We got 1 this time. And we're going to get on a train up here and move on. And there's never been anything in these rooms as far as I know. I've never seen anything. So there is, I've never seen anything. But we'll get onto this little car once we put the gas in that we already found. Seems to be our transport. Looks perky. I've never heard of a train car described as being perky, but there we go. It says, damn, someone has stolen the canister. We'll have to look for the fuel in the village. Check the barns. Well, nope, we already got some, so I'm going to put it in there. Great, let's go. So you just push forward and he'll go forward. Not very fast, but we're just going to keep riding the line until we get to the next trophy. Don't worry, Petrovich. We'll get to the city soon. All right, so this is a trophy for seeing this spectacle. Oh my, look at this. We got a trophy wrong way, so now we're going to back up and switch the track to the right side. Yeah, thank you. All right, go. They don't really explain much about the camera, but gonna push the R2. And then we're gonna do some focusing and such. If I get to the right place. No. And that's good. Then I'm gonna focus in. Okay. And then when you do the back button, it'll give us the karma. Okay, now we can go forward. So often before a long journey, we feel a certain kind of sadness. Even if we know that we've got happiness waiting for us at the end of the road. But what do you feel when you realize that there's no happiness ahead and never will be? So here we are. End of the line, Petrovich. The train reached its final destination. Thanks. So I'm going to come over here and get a crowbar. And there's a letter in here. Right here. I don't know if this gives you karma, but it's here. It says, yesterday our hunters brought back a large wolf, apparently apparently the one who's been stealing all their food, and they killed it, and there's other wolves out there too. So we'll get that and some health. I guess we got hurt a little bit, so we'll go ahead and eat some food. And then I'm gonna go over here, and there's another trophy up ahead for reaching the naughty people before he does. You don't have to fight them to get that, you just have to reach them ahead of this guy. And since I'm going to be so far ahead, what I'm going to do is get, there's a possible food or battery, I forget, in one of the houses. I didn't even know that there was one because I always rushed all the way there. But in this house, in front of this house, there is batteries or food. That's what it is, food. Might as well get that. And then we'll go and confront the bullies and get the trophy for getting there first. A mailbox? Ooh, anything in a mailbox? No, I guess not. You got the trophy hero. Hey guys, need help? What? Get the hell out of here. They're unfriendly. You're dead, bitch. Push. Oh, I didn't push it very fast. So you have to push it, I guess, fairly quickly. If you don't, then you will get stabbed if you fail them all. I think we'll be okay. Knocks him out. Well, a little bit. And the guy gets up and they run away. Bastards, we'll catch you later. Yeah, classic bullies, I guess. Thank you, boys. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. Well, keep that and put a pin on that one. I'll see you're tired after the road. I'll offer you to stay here and have some jelly and tea. We had a nice meal. He's a very nice guy. That's how we live. It is hard, but there's nothing else to do, as if everyone has returned to the past. See, I saw a powerhouse nearby. Didn't you try to run the systems? There is no one in our village. There are very few people, and hardly any one of them will be able to figure it out. The best thing is not to put white text on a almost white-ish background. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed it, and it's time for me to sleep. You see the plate is white, and the text is white, and it's... yeah. Good night, Uncle Misha. So he's gonna go hang out with his friends. He's not going to bed just yet. And we can help them with a puzzle. We will in a second. That'll give us a trophy once we finish it. Sorry, trying to get to the puzzle. Thank you. And then the bowl on the bottom. And we should get the trophy after a moment. Or even less. Thanks. I'll try to make it next time myself. So, childhood memory, or whatever it said. And here's a letter you can look at as well. Talks about a family and how they want to get together or something. And we already got the food. So now what we're going to do is go in the hallway. And this picture right here, we're going to interact with it to straighten it. Get a little more karma. Then we're going to go outside. And they're going to play music, but I don't think you have to listen to them play the whole thing. Because I don't think there's like any flashes when they're done or anything. But they're going to play the music. We're going to go in the backyard and go behind this building here and play this. You have to open it. You have to listen to the whole thing. Got another good thing. There's a guy in here if you want to talk to him. You can. There's some booze. You can drink it, but I'm not going to. He tells you about the bad guys who want to get a cut of their business, and they demand a payment as for protection. Yeah. His grandpa's moonshine is so good. So business is booming, I guess. So, yep, for protection, and that's all he says. So we're gonna go to bed now. So as far as I know, you don't have to listen to them play the whole song. But we're getting so much good karma from everything else. Oh, that guitar. Can I play the guitar? No, I guess not. There are instruments you can play, I guess just not that one. I mean, obviously we played the piano before, so... Time for bed. And we'll get another trophy in the dream world. Oh, can we listen to radio? Oh, and also the food. Let's forget about that. Well, that should give us happiness. Let's go to bed. Go to bed. Can't sleep? Yeah. Yeah, I can't sleep either. Nightmares of my former life. I've wanted to ask you, where did you get that scar on your face? Well, that's one of those nightmares. A car accident. When you are young and full of energy, it seems that nothing can break you. And you're doing lots of stupid things. A lot of nonsense, some of which you can't forget and forgive yourself. And apparently that was enough for me to get tired as I go to sleep. But we're going to dial 66666, bunch of sixes, and get a trophy for calling hell. At least that's what they say it is. It's a dream, so you know, I guess anything's possible in a dream. And I used to have one of these rotary phones. It actually worked at one point. But of course they don't anymore. So what I did is I gave my phone to a theater, a stage theater. Voice of Hell. You know, for period plays. So now we're going to call the number by the heart, which is the 132 number. 1. Slowly. 3. 2. 1. 4. 0. 8. And I don't know what the other numbers are for, but... Hello. Hello, is it you, Anne? Hi there. I'm guessing that's his estranged wife, maybe. Yes, yes. How is our little girl? That's fine. Hey, Anne, I'm going to go on a business trip. Maybe I'll stop by this week. Well, okay. I'll wait. Bye. Now, I mean, maybe the thing that happens didn't, well, we'll talk about that then. But we have to, this is going to be the end to the dream in a second. Yes? And we're here for you, Upper. Try not to do too much cursing in this. Wake up, MFer. He's a very bad person. He wakes us up just to knock us out, so that makes sense. So now, for some reason, they threw us under the house and tied our hands in the corner. My head really hurts. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of space under here. Man, why is it so deep? Anyway, we gotta cut ourselves free with this. We should have gotten out a different way. Too bad there's no other way to escape. But apparently this leads into the house somehow. This hole. Guess it has a door, trap door there. I don't know, I really didn't look at that. I mean, it's obviously made to be this way, but... I don't know if you can see the trap door or not. Well, you don't really stay down there, so it's hard to say. And you can't really turn back to look, so... Want to see the trapdoor? No, won't let me. Alright. So we're gonna go forward and, you know... I need to get out. We should have gone a different way. Don't see anybody there. There was where the fire was. Rains a lot in this place, I noticed. Wanna watch? The guy's gonna come over and smack us. Guess he's part of the gang. It's weird, they really don't like that guy. Move, old man. Yeah, they really don't like him. We saved his life, but unfortunately, you don't want an easy way. So, yep. It's always annoying when you save someone in a game and then somebody does that. Take this one in the car, too. They don't take us out for some reason. Even though I'm the one that punched him in the face. I would think he'd want to take me out. But I got the plot armor, so... I guess it's this guy. He didn't... I don't know why that other guy didn't like him. But he's the one we punched, so I think. Go into the truck. On our side. Hey, where are we going, guys? Let's get some air. Interesting music. Oh, he has a cigarette. Hey, can I spare a cigarette? Guy's evil, but he'll say, yes, of course, you can have a cigarette. Now, I don't know what's going on out there because obviously it had nothing to do with the cigarette. Let me set you free. It sounded like someone stopped us somehow. Here, take a trophy. So we get a gun at this point. So I don't know what made them stop. But now we get to run away. And we'll get a trophy soon. I always thought that meant you were dying, but it doesn't. I'm gonna grab this. I have plenty of health, but just getting that just in case. Get down. Okay, run. Might kill us, but hopefully you'll make it. Alright, we're good. Check on our health. Go ahead and heal a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, and then when he asks for a health kit, we'll give him one, which will give us a trophy. If you don't give him the health kit, then he's fine. He gets over it. He makes it either way. Maybe you have first aid kit. Yes, here we go. Thank you, friend. Get a trophy for a friend. Alright, I'll survive. So he'll survive either way, so... Come on, we need to get out of here right now. Yep. Petrobus, do you have anyone left from your past life? Family? Friends? My family, but they are far from here. So, are you going to look for them? And I was a hermit and still remain to be one. I lived my whole life in the fast lane. I was everywhere and nowhere. I was with everyone and no one. Surrounded by different people here and there, but in my soul there is loneliness, emptiness. Go between these buses and get a trophy. And keep your eye out for a battery, because there could be one over here. Sometimes it is over here. Just kind of looking out in case the oh, there. No, that's not it. That's just shine. But sometimes there's a battery like right here. If it's not here, then it's usually in the other place. There's two places it can be. There will be some food, though. There's usually food on this bench. Right there. And then if you go to the end, you'll actually see their other game, which is also apparently here. And you'll see the character from that game right there walking across the way. As these lands are not as abandoned as it seems. What we're going to do is go into the building. Hopefully the guy's already over there. There is one other place that shows the vents. I don't think there's any not trophies. I don't think there's any items there, but this building here, you can see vent. Because he like mentions vents later on in the story. So maybe he saw this one. Maybe he walked over here when I wasn't looking. But this shows a vent to the underground, I guess. So maybe he came and looked at it, because he does mention it later. Also a nice graffiti. So he's slow as usual, but there's nothing down here. So we're just going to go to the next floor. I have a map for that. A very messy map, but it has all the things I need, so it's fine. And another picture. Evolution. Oh no, revolution. He's cutting off the R, or he's cutting the R off, yeah. So we'll go upstairs. And we want to get to that building over there, but we can't by going over there, as the glass is too thick. Are you coming or what? Oh, he's putting on his light. Okay. Well, we're going to go up here. I'm going to turn this way so I get my bearings. So there's a painting in here. Watch out for the explosion. No, we're good. Because there'll be a little can there. I always forget which ones have. I have them on my map, but I still get worried because it's so easy to forget to write something down. Over here, we'll look at the painting, get a trophy. The world has begun to go crazy, even before with all these events, if this is what was considered art. But bloody scribblers who covered their inability to draw. And there's also a globe in here. I don't really know what that's for, but you can spin it if you want to. And then over here, this one, there's going to be a battery. There's no explosives here. But down here, the stairs, there's a battery. Batteries, I guess. I don't even really know if he knew the batteries that much, but I never changed them. I guess he does it automatically. And then over here, there's going to be an explosive, so be careful. There's nothing in that room over there, as far as I know. Open this. It's not right here, it's there. Right there. You can see there's a can. Make sure I can jump. Jump. I'm just coming to get this food. And then I'm going to go to the third floor, and hopefully the battery will be up there. Should be. Oh, and there's also a note over here. So here's a note. You can turn the light on. Note. It says, we were brought here 3 days ago. It's scary. A horrible smell lingers in the air. A lot of people, or poor souls, must have left our sinful world here. So that gave us some karma. The battery should be in here. That's only 2 places I know of. But, yep, there it is. There's the battery. So we'll get that. See if there's any. Sometimes there's stuff on the shelf, but not very often, I think. Okay, so now we're on the 3rd floor. And according to my notes, 3rd floor. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Over here, there is an explosion, so be careful. It is right there. Oh, I forgot to jump. However, we're fine. We ran fast enough. So now we can go in here and get this note. And I guess that one didn't give you karma, but there's a note. On October 28th, we were brought to Boar. Apparently, they were looking for it in the card index of the medical department. And so and so. And there's also this thing, which you can look at. Select. Lots of pictures, I guess, of patients. And we don't have to worry about getting blown up anymore. And then on the other side is the safe. So we don't need it yet, but there's a safe over there. So we'll come back for that once we get the code. But we had the battery, that's the main thing. So we just break this open. I said, I don't know for sure if I find all the items. I just know it's enough to get the good ending. At least I think they consider the good ending. So I'm going to get my gun. Over here, we're going to jump over the wire because we need to get the projector going. Turn on your flashlight. It is there. Let me see if I can shoot it from over here. These things are really strong. There you go. Yeah, I'm good. So, in this area, there's a note in the second door, which is this one maybe? Let me see. I can't remember if it's this one or the next one because my note's bad. No, I think it must be the next one. Okay, it's the next one. So in this one, there is a note. That's it. Or maybe it's a picture. Here. A note. Okay. It hurts and there's blood everywhere. Apparently no karma, but sometimes I just want to cut my veins. Well, that sounds very sad. And I'm sorry about that. You didn't make it either way. And I think that was everything other than coming over here to the projector. And we'll put the battery in here. And this code is unique. So 1478. Make sure 147. Yep. So we're going to go back to the safe. Make sure you don't run into any bombs you did not disable, which I've done before. I was like, oh, I forgot which floor it was on, and I ran right into the bomb. And if you die, then you have to do this whole thing over. So that's fun. So up here is where the safe is. I do not believe there's any explosives here, but it doesn't hurt to make sure. And get down here, and we'll put in the code 1478. You enter it each time. 4, 7. Get a trophy for that. You get a letter, more karma, I guess. Article December 17, 2012. So I guess that's when this happened. The first case of the virus was reported and all that. And also, look at this, 2 health kits. Very nice. That's definitely not a bad thing to get. I don't think there's anything in here, but might as well check. Yep. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Now we can move forward back to where we were. Now that we got that. We can join our friend. And as far as I know, there's nothing in this place, but if there is, I don't know. I don't have anything in my memory for it. So, yep, we're gonna go. I think he's gonna crouch. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Well, they didn't hear me shooting my gun. I don't know what to say. Yep. Let me put that away. It's a dangerous thing. I'm coming. Coming. Because once you go through the door, you can't go back. But I guess since you can pick chapter select, I guess it makes it easier to get the trophies. I didn't even realize you could do that before, so. It seems that when you get done, you can pick any chapter you want, or, yeah, I don't know, I guess you could do it until the point where you played to, but yeah, I didn't know there was a chapter select. So, I mean, this guide is not very helpful, but yeah, it's there. So we're gonna go down the stairs as soon as we can. Oh, he's gonna throw that. He does that. And whatever that means. So we're gonna go down the steps and go to the right. We are in a shitty situation. There's no way, and the doors are locked. So in here, there is going to be a key. It's either here. Oh, there's health. That's good. So it's probably in the other one. Or here. There. Good. Yep. That's what I call a stage surprise. Hey, did you see the concrete booths on the surface? Those are ventilation shafts. Yes. There's a secret tunnel below this building. Oh, thank you. We can go down there. We will save time and get to the city straight in a straight line. So we unlock that. And over here is like a puzzle, if you want to call it that. 24 volts. They usually have one of 2 puzzles. This one looks like it would be the 21039 for the answer. I wrote them down. But sometimes the other answer is 5910 if it's not this one. Those are the only ones I've seen, so 2, 10, 10, 3, 9. And say the other one would be 5, 9, 10, as far as I know. So do that. And turn on the power. Run to the elevator. Or walk, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have a cutscene either way. So he's made it so they can't come down, or he's about to. I'm apparently very frantic. So he puts that there. It's necessary to cut off the power now so they can't come down. Go ahead, I'll catch up. I mean, that's already stopping them as far as I know, but there's a long tunnel. Go right and get to the fork in the road. Go to the left stage. If you see a light, draw a circle with a flashlight. If you see the same signal, return it to me. If not, you better run. Well, good luck. Thanks. So according to my map, we're going to go right. You can't really go left too far. The story is fairly linear, except for the things randomly moving around. Okay, and we're going to go to the first door we can go into. According to my notes, there's a photo and a note or something. I drew a picture of a box, which I think is the photo, and a note with wiggles on it, or a box with wiggles on it. So that's usually my picture for, note. So that should be, yeah, this is it. So over here, there is this note or brochure. Talks about dog eat dog world, what's next for the country, and other things. It's interesting. Part of it is in English and part of it's in other language. And then on the table is a photo, maybe? Yes. So this is a photo of these tunnels, apparently. I don't know if you get anything for that, but there it is. And that's all we needed there. Oh, it says something about batteries. There might be batteries, but I think that's one of those random things. Yeah. I think that's just a random thing. Because I don't see any. Yeah, oh, I meant they're batteries. Okay, thought I had, they're there. Oh, I was pushing the run button the whole time, so now, you know. So we're gonna go up, head to the next door. And we'll get to that in a moment. Go in here. Go to the right. And there's a few things in here. Oh, sorry, I'm just staring into space. Okay. So in here is the number we'll need. Get up here, get your axe out. Hit that. And get this note. That's our number. This is also random. 3726. There might be like a set number of them, but I don't know for sure. Don't say I've been sick for a week. Don't forget to monitor the indicators. Almost forgot to take the gas cylinders. Oh, here's the door code. We got that. Number 3726. Make sure don't get mixed up with the other code I had. And then over here, there's a TV. You can turn on, doesn't do anything, but there's a TV. And then I think that's everything. Oh, no, there's one more thing. There's a picture in here. So more construction, I guess. Oh, and is that food? No, that food we can't eat. And then I don't actually know what this is for, but there's this thing you can turn. I really don't know what it does because I didn't turn it one time and I mean, nothing held me back. So I don't really know what that's for. So we're going to leave this place and go and get another trophy. You just have to stick to the right side and go down this hole to get another trophy. Something about bad air or something. He says something is wrong. That is, find anomalous zone in the tunnels. So as far as I know, there's no doors there that you can go into. And we're gonna go to the door over here. There might be stuff in there, but I've never found anything in there, so I'm not gonna worry about it. If there is, it's nothing like pictures that I know of. So here we're gonna do our code 3726. You have to do this to go on. 372. Hopefully I'm pushing that right. Yep. And then we'll go on and we're going to have a cutscene where the flashlight thing happens. So we'll push the triangle when it tells us to. Yes, I'm glad we have our light. Personally, I would not have done the light. I would just wait it, but whatever. So he's going to go through the door on his own. I don't think he could have made it in time personally, but he does. Okay. So we're just going to follow the tunnel along. There's only one way you can go, so... And I'll come back to that in a moment. So the coat you can use if you need to, but we won't. We're going to open this one, and there's a radio to get a trophy. Okay, and plus it gives us karma. And then turn that off, it's annoying. And is there anything in here? Okay. And then there's a radio over here, but it doesn't give you a trophy, it's just static. And I think that's everything. Oh, yeah, that's everything. So we can go back into the red room. Don't forget to pick up this flashlight. It gives us ultraviolet light. And I guess it's health as well. I think that's a health thing. So we're gonna go on. If you go into this room right here, there's like a Easter egg. Which I don't know why, but Half-Life Easter egg. That's, at first, I didn't realize it was Half-Life at first. I was like, what the heck? Oh, it's also something. So we have 7 health, 11 food, 7 batteries. And why don't we eat some food? We want to make sure we're all good. Because we don't want to have to get taken out by the dogs. Because we're going to try to get the trophy for not reloading our weapon when we get there. So I just keep going around. And through here is a photo, which is the buildings outside, I guess. Open this and go into the bathroom. And you can see where you want to hit. That might be the same every time, like the location of it. So you might not need the light to do it, but I haven't really written down the actual location to make sure. So I usually do is just use my gun for the second one because I don't need all the bullets. That way we don't get injured. Right. And then we can continue on. Oops. We lose our ultraviolet light anyway, so that's literally the only thing you need it for that I can tell. And we're just going to keep going. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's a, okay. I didn't know what that was. So we're going to continue on. And this would have been gas here, but now it's not. And that's all with that map. It was, yep. And I don't really have a map for the next part other than the town, which I don't need anymore. And the tunnels, the subway, in case you need, like, where the bullets are, but... So we're gonna go across the water. You just have to turn these off. Okay, so we're gonna go and do this. And say it's possible that I missed some notes here or there, but I do know that's enough to get the trophy for the good ending, so. And down here is, I think it's going to door. That's it. So this one, you need to be side 7. It never changes. What I usually do is push the R2, and I count to about 6, basically. You push forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then move it over, and then make them all that size. Okay, and you can go back. I figure if you mess up, you can always, you know, come back and do more or less. Plus, there's a bunch of rods here that you can use. So far, I've always gotten it correctly by doing that count method, but we'll see. Over here is a photo. on the barrel, or a letter, I should say. Is that food? Oh, no, it's not. It says, and that's a karma thing, I guess. For several days, I've been stuck in the tunnels. Who knows? Who knows what these underground passages are? I didn't think there would be something like this in this area, and so on. So now we have the bar we had from the thing, of course. And you're supposed to put it in here. Say it's always size 7, so push this. Excuse me. Push this, and it'll open the door. I don't know why they took it out, but maybe so marauders. I mean, it seemed like they could have just pushed it open if they had enough people, but whatever. This is probably the most nerve-wracking part, if you want to call it that. The most annoying part. Mostly because I'm trying to get the trophy for not reloading. Let me make sure that things are reloaded already. Looks like it is. So we should have 8 bullets. And we have plenty of health if we need it. So what I'm going to do is to go down. I've actually gotten killed here. When I've fallen off there, it's actually killed me. Which is very strange. Oh, I didn't realize that there's a hand down there. That must tell you how many, points you have. Karma points, I guess. I never even noticed it was there. Huh. So we have 23. Interesting. I saw the hand. I just didn't realize. I guess that's the karma points. I'm probably not going to play it that many times to find out. But, we'll see how many we have when we get to the end. And then I'm curious how many we'll have when we get the middle ending. So let's drop down. He's going to have a little cutscene. Please don't die. And the wolves are going to come. Or dogs. I think they're actually wild dogs. But we do not want to pick up any magazines. Because we might reload them accidentally. And of course, I can always redo it if I mess up, but... And the funny thing is, there's a ladder across the way that he could go up, but he won't do it until the dogs are gone. Don't know why. Maybe they would have jumped up and gotten him or something. Yeah, I'd be running to the ladder and climb up the ladder. That was him. But you can see there's some more magazines there. I think that's the word. Here comes the doggies. There's 1, 2, I think there's like 5 or 6, I'm not sure. Alright, check and try. Usually by the second time I get it. It go down. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Trophy for not reloading. And that's probably the only most nerve-wracking part, because you can't pause the game at all. And make sure you're healed up before you go to the next area, because you can't heal during that area at all. And now we're going to get these bullets, because we will need them. Or at least they'll be very helpful. Oh, there's a... Oh, wait a minute. We already have a lighter. Oh yeah, it won't let us get it. I guess if you didn't get the lighter before, you can get that. Backpack. I'll get this health. Alright, I always get the rooms confused. Turned around. No, it has to be the other way. Yeah, I always get to... I can't tell where the friggin' ladder is. Excuse me. Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it very well. So this is the most bizarre part of the game coming up. But apparently the gas gets him or something, and he starts hallucinating. Can't skip past this, unfortunately, at least I don't think. But we have 2 clips, so that's good. I mean, it is very dramatic the first time you see it, but, you know, the 8th time you see it, not so much. Which is how many times I've probably played this game now. And I'm going to play it one more time for the middle ending, so... Just make sure there's the nice music. Very dramatic. I'm hoping this is all in his mind, because it's pretty bizarre. But you do see there's some kind of gas still in here. I don't know why they put this. I guess they thought they needed an extra action scene in here. So it's interesting because the last game they had, as far as I can tell, you could not actually get hurt. There was spooky sounds and what seemed like the monster, but I realized soon after that the monster wasn't really there. It was just noise and lots of lights and flashing. Mostly because I kept getting turned around, so I finally just stopped running from the monster, and then I realized, oh, not really any monsters here. It's interesting, though. Here we go. All the soldiers are coming to life, plus a ballerina for some reason. The only thing that's really dangerous, I guess, is the dogs. I've never been killed by these soldiers, though I suppose if you just stood there, they'd probably take you out, but they're very slow. The dogs are probably the only fast thing in here, and there's only 2 of them, so... Now, I don't know what will happen if you, like, were to completely miss them with your gun and run out of all the bullets, and I don't know if the bullets would come back. Luckily, I've never had that problem so far. So, let's see which way we are. Okay. Oh. I'm just trying to get to the end of the room so I can situate myself. He can't go down here. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to see which side of the room we're on, so we're on the other side. And this is where the bullets are. Okay, so on this side there's bullets. You can see there's no booth. Get rid of the dog. Okay, and might as well take you out. Like, I want the music, but not the bullets, but there's nothing you can do about it, so let me get rid of the dog. Oh, excuse me. Everyone else is super slow, so... Okay. Oh, there's some bullets there. Come on, everybody, come over here. I can get the bullets on the other side. There. For some reason, the more you... Oh, I didn't know that person was there. The longer you go, it seems like it takes less to get them, but... Might be imagining that. Yeah, very loud. I still have another one. Open that. Open that. Okay. Yeah, he's very stern looking. Alright, is there something behind me? Oh, okay. So there's one there. There's some by the record player. There's not there. Quicker, play it. Okay. And I feel like there's one on the shelf somewhere. Might be some over here. Yeah. No, there's usually like a backpack somewhere. Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright. The bullets are always in the same place, so... I think he's the last one. I guess we're good. Yeah, yep. Oh, I guess you do have blood under, whether you, make it or not, but the friend is here. You weren't fast, Petrovich. I thought for some reason there wasn't blood, but there is. Got you pretty bad. That's okay, it will heal. Come on, get up. Oh, yeah, okay. For some reason I didn't realize there was blood under you whenever he showed up too, so I probably said something like that in the other video, which was the bad ending. But, yeah, he's gonna fix us up. Nice. And the town I know the least of, but I know where the things are I need, so... Alright, so he's with us, so that's a good sign. That's very dark. As far as I know, there's nothing in this building. What we're gonna do is go out of this building. This area is, like, seems very large, but there's only certain places you can go into, so... I'm gonna go this way. I'm looking in there because sometimes there's a battery in there, but... You can't get the battery as far as I know until you need it. But I still look out for them. Yeah, I think that's a bad battery. But over here, we're going to go through this door, or this window. Your friend will kind of follow you along. Just make sure you're good. And we're going to go this way. I always get a little turned around in here. Oh my gosh, it's loud. So I always get turned around in here. We want to go to the back. Yes, here. I'm going to go here, jump out the window, and go and see the mannequins, which will be a trophy. I hate mannequins. I don't blame the guy. Okay, I don't think that gives us any karma, but I didn't even realize we have 46 karma now, apparently. That went up. I think that's enough for us to succeed. Go up there. Okay, go. Thank you. And then we also want to do one more thing before we leave the building. We just have to remember where the heck it is. Maybe here. Yeah, it's in there. Is there a guitar? There's a guitar somewhere. Might be in the other room. Yeah, sometimes there's a guitar here. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different building. The main thing is we want to get this passport, which is always here. And that is 2614. And that changes each time as well. Let me stuck on something. There is a guitar somewhere, but I don't remember where it is, and we don't need it at this point. There's no like trophy for doing all the instruments or anything. Is this the way out? I always get turned around in this place. There you go. I know there is a guitar somewhere you can play. Alright, so I got that. We got the code. We're gonna go do the safe. You can also get the 2 batteries and give them to the battery guy, but once you get the lockpicks, you can only have 1 lockpick, so. And I'm not really worried about getting stuff here because we have the good ending already. I mean, I don't think you can mess up at this point to make it a bad ending or a medium ending. Because if you did, the guy wouldn't be with you and he's part of it. But, yeah, the safe is often, the batteries are often in there, one of them. I wonder if that's where the guitar is. Just curious. There might be a guitar in here. Yeah, the battery, if you need it, is this way. Yes. So this is where the battery is. But the thing is, I don't think it'll let you see. I can't get it until he wants it. So, but that's one of the batteries. Oh, I almost forgot about this letter. Because everybody is sneaking like demons around the city, trying to take so much stuff as they can from the apartments, whether they need it or not. But yeah, that's one of the batteries, as you can see. And I know there's a guitar, but I'm not sure. That TV always turns on. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Oh my gosh, I can't tell what's going on. Sorry about that. You can't go up the stairs. It just ends because there's stuff in the way. Maybe it's in here. Remember there was a guitar somewhere. Oh, here it is. So if you want to get more good stuff, you can. So that was that. Yep. Let's leave. Go meet our friend again. All right, let's go and go home. Where am I? Oh, the green building. I forgot where I was for a second. All right, let's go this way. You go along the green building over here. Luckily, you can't really leave your friend behind. He'll catch up all the time. That guy is moving stuff. So when you get up here, there's two ways to go. One is towards the battery guy. He's right there. He'll tell you he wants batteries for a lockpick, but we don't need that because we got the code. So we're going to go into this door instead. And go up the stairs. I say there might be other notes I didn't get, but we have enough to open this. And go back to the safe, which will have some goodies in it. And 2614. Get the trophy burglar. Then we have the lockpicks, medicine, and a letter, which is lots of stuff in it. Writing to speak my mind. There's not much time left for me, and today I'm planning to shorten it. Oh, right. That's right. That's a person who doesn't want to be here anymore. Well, I don't know what I would do in a situation where 80% of the population was taken out, but hopefully that will not happen. I hope. Anything in here? Oh, there's something in there. Oh, I think that's bullets, maybe. There's another place you can get bullets, but there's nothing to shoot, really, so 48. We got one more point. We got one more point of our karma. I don't think there's anything in there. So now we're going to go home, and there's going to be a little cutscene where this lady comes out. If you have the not so good ending, then she's a bad person and she does bad things with you. Well, kind of. But your friend is going to keep you on track. Somebody help. Please help my sister. He's like, don't. I know these people. Or I guess he's the woman. He knows people like that woman. And we just go on. I thought for sure that I had to help her for a long time. I was like, I'm supposed to help her. And I'm like looking around for medicine for her sister. I'm like, I'm gullible. So now we can go home. Oh, my hometown. You just noticed that? I mean, we've been in the town for a moment. Although I have not been here for a long time, in my memory, everything is just as clear and vivid. And it says hope. That's kind of cool. And we go to the next floor. I don't know if there's anything like particularly cool in this place. You can't jump out that window. I remember something about the sunshine on the wall, and I thought there was something you could do with it for points, but we don't really need them, of course. I just remember something about the sunshine on the wall. When I played it a long time ago, and I originally played it, I did watch a guide, but that's been several years ago, so yeah, I'm not sure. Because I didn't do anything with it this time around, and I didn't use a guide this time. I just did what I remembered. So this we just push on the D-pad, and when it gets like where it's touching, you push the R2. Sometimes it can be a little annoying, but it's not exactly the hardest lockpick. And this is the only time the guy will come into the building, is this building. Also, you can play the piano if you want to. Here is all I have left. And that will give you more karma, I guess. So we have 49. And there's a letter. That gives you some. Dear Anya, greetings to you from Lipstick or whatever it says. Thank you for the letter and the photos. Nowadays, real letters are very rare. I hope you're all doing well and are neither sick nor sad. So, yep. And then we just get the key. The key is always here. And apparently we have another camera here, some knickknacks. And someone threw bricks for our window, so I don't know why. Maybe because they envied our lavish lifestyle. I mean, we do have a very nice couch. And that is it's very deep. You definitely sleep there. And we have this very nice vase, or vase. So this is our daughter's room, I think. And yeah, or it was her room. She's got lots of stuff like, to beloved daughter from father. Well, that's very, from beloved to beloved father, or daughter from father. I can't even say it, but very interesting, very generic. And a very nice TV screen. So what we're going to do is grab this, and we'll have a cutscene, which will get us a trophy. And the ending. So you take your notebook over there. We're not bleeding out or anything, so that's good. And I think this is what he came for, this photo book. He still does have a little cut on his face, but... And he sees a picture of the family together with a stuffed toy on the car. And he's like, oh, that was me. That was me that did something bad. Apparently he was driving and while drunk one night. I have very mixed feelings about this whole thing. And, yep, I'm sorry, Petrovich. And there was an accident, as you can see. I hope you found what you were looking for. And you see the bunny there. Now, I don't know that they actually perished because in the memory he was talking to her on the phone, but I don't know when that happened exactly. I don't know if... Because they were together then, and it seems like they became estranged, so maybe the accident caused them... Maybe she was hurt, maybe she wasn't taken out, maybe she just was injured, and they didn't want to have anything to do with him after that because maybe he drank too. I'm just making up stuff. I have no idea. Because I don't know where the phone call was when they talked to each other, and he said he wanted to see her. I mean, they seem like they're very much together in these pictures. So why would they, separate? Unless something happened to make them separate. But I'm hoping that the daughter and the mother are actually okay, though traumatized, and instead of the alternative. But continue to live is the trophy. And I think we had 50 points, because we would have got one more from that last letter, I guess. So I guess we would have had 50 karma points. So I guess you want to get 25 maybe. But I have the list of things I did last time I played it and got the medium ending. So when I do that, I'll see what I have at the end. I'm just curious. You'll know if you succeeded or didn't succeed if the guy's not with you. Because you don't want him to be with you, but you also don't want to have low score, so. Okay, so that was the, I guess it's supposed to be the good ending. Your friend's with you, you don't get murdered in the alleyway. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this one because somehow I'm kind of figuring out how is it that the guy who had a car accident, but I don't really know how the two of these characters got together. Like, did he seek him out? Because they're traveling together. He says, how far are you going to go in the direction we're going at the very beginning of the game? So that implies that they're just going after wherever the main character wants to go. And obviously he was going here. But I don't know how they got together, because obviously it doesn't say. At least I don't think it says so. But, you know, he does live, but do you want to continue being with the person who accidentally either took your wife and child out, or at the very least caused them to not want to be around you anymore? I'm not exactly sure. I'm hoping that they weren't taken out. I'm hoping that they just decided they didn't want to talk to him anymore. Because why have the phone call where she doesn't want him to see the daughter? But I could be completely wrong. I have no idea for sure. Doesn't exactly spell it out completely. So that is the end of that. We got lots of trophies. We'll look at the trophy list real quick. And I only died once from the dogs, which sometimes happens when I'm trying to change weapons because you can't pause. So the only one that's left, Cass is with us, and the platinum, which you get once you get that ending. So I'll also make a video for that as well, and I'll follow my guide. And now I know that the hand means karma points. I guess I'll keep an eye on that. So if this helped anyone, please let me know. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.